Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. It's kind of late, and I'm kind of trying to purge some energy so I can maybe sleep. We got the Page of Wands and we got Strength. So, let's see. When I pulled this Strength card down, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So and we have some good news coming. Oh, and we have the Star and we have Justice. So this is really interesting because there was a reading that came out just recently with the Justice card, and it was kind of like regarding this toxic situation. But this looks like, you know, healing and someone maybe being recognized for their efforts. Maybe somebody's had to be really strong dealing with this situation that was clearly not just. But whatever that situation is, it's changing. And there's love coming in for this person who really like held it down. Love and healing. Okay, so we got some good news. Let's see what, so we've got this Truth and Clarity coming in. This could be like a stalker energy. Oh, we have the Seven of Swords, so that's like a liar, cheater, thief card. And we have Temperance. So the good news I'm getting is that there's this, I mean, this is kind of speaking to the toxic energy that might be at the root of whatever this difficult situation has been, but this is being brought into balance. So I think that's what this good news is about. Like perhaps we're kind of starting to rein in this toxic energy. Like maybe this person is starting to figure out where they went wrong, but whatever it is, it's being brought into balance, and that is the good news. So interesting. I'm going to go now to the mystical shaman oracle, and we'll get some more because in the reading that I just did, which was called Gladiator, it was all about this person who had been run through the ringer. They had like fought valiantly, and they were like getting this offer, you know, from someone in the box seats, which is interesting because it was like good karma was coming to the person who kind of held it down. But like this kind of speaks to the person who like caused all the tumult and the trauma, like maybe being brought into balance. So we've got the Circle. So this is a card of community presiding over this situation. And then we got the Mystical Shaman. So this is a person who's kind of like healed all of their internal conflicts, because, you know, our external world is a reflection of our internal world. So by healing all of our internal conflicts and wounds, we become like an open channel for the divine energy. And so this, when you become that open channel, you can walk through the world in this sort of state of grace and flow, where everything you need comes to you as you need it. So and perhaps, oh my gosh, when I picked this up, the Karma card came out underneath, and that was like really prominent in the reading that I just did. I'm not sure if it's the one I already linked, but anyways, a lot of people in the community have maybe watched over this situation and want to get involved in making it right. So what I just thought of was, you know, there's this whole thing with Johnny Depp and this trial, and, you know, a lot of people are feeling like it was unjust for him. And so it's like, now that it's over, it seems like a lot of people are kind of like showering him with offers and love. And so that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like the toxic thing is being brought into balance, and then the person who had to hold it down is getting maybe the support and healing that they deserve. Okay, I'm going to the light seers. So, yeah, this kind of is a similar message. So we have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this is like interesting because it's like there was a reading called Highlander, There Can Be Only One, which I'll link here, but that's kind of what this speaks to. It's like there's winners and losers in this situation. And it's like this one person in the background is kind of skating on thin ice, and the ice is starting to crack under them, and the truth is kind of being exposed. So it's like whatever this deception was, you know, it's being brought into balance because a lot of people are seeing it now. Yeah, when I picked this up, we had the Seven of Swords underneath it. Yeah, so this liar is like kind of trying to run away, but like people have seen. It's interesting how these match up too. People have already seen the truth, you know, so it's like they're not really going to be able to get very far because it's like everyone's already seen it, you know. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. So things are finally starting to move forward. Not particularly quickly, but we are moving forward. We have the Hierophant. What just came to me about this card is it's like the stairway to heaven. So yeah, it's like, and it's interesting because this person, it's like they're meditating, you know, it's like they've been doing all this inner work on themselves, like they're raising their vibration and like healing whatever this situation was, and that's ultimately going to bring them justice, and it's going to bring karma where things come back into balance. And it's like interesting because we also have the Hierophant next to the Justice, so it's like they're laying down the law. It could be karmic law or divine law, but the scales are being brought back into balance. And whoever it was that was lying, skating on thin ice, like that is definitely being exposed. So yeah, I mean, kind of what I'm getting is the person who's been getting away with all this stuff and who's been lying, like justice is going to come for that person, and then the person who's been carrying all the load and like being like unjustly sort of damaged, like they're going to get this outpouring of support from the community, and ultimately things are going to be brought back into balance. Okay, so the void at the bottom. So this is kind of like it's always darkest before the dawn. Like this making things right hasn't happened yet, but it's about to. Like this is sort of like this person has done all the work and they've healed all their energy. So like on an energetic level, like they've already been brought back into balance, but it hasn't necessarily manifested in the external world yet. Like we're kind of going to this sort of like where you empty everything out, release everything to make room for this new thing to come in. It's sort of like I just did this thing, and it was like this yoga series where it's like release so that you can receive, you know. And so that's kind of like what this is. And then we have a whole thread called the void about this, but it's just sort of like kind of like cleaning your slate and making room for a new beginning. And that's kind of where we're at. And then we have pleasure. So it's like atomic energy. Like this person has all these opportunities like swirling around them, and it's like they're in this sort of state of bliss. And we have focus, and we have this butterfly coming out of this person's third eye. So it's just like they're manifesting. There's this new beginning, this new world that they want to inhabit. But it's important to stay focused and not get distracted, not get overwhelmed by emotions, you know, keep things in balance. You know, be aware, but don't allow your emotions to override. It's like be in command of the energy so that you can focus it towards the outcome that you want to live. So anyways, this is good. There's this tremendous opportunity coming to this person. So it's like if they can harness that energy and channel it effectively, the world is their oyster. So, but it does look like it might be a little bit of a process to heal whatever this deception has been, but it's happening. It's like every day, like I turn on the news and it's like Johnny Depp is like touring Europe and everyone loves him and Johnny Depp is blah blah blah, and everyone's kind of like, what's he gonna do next, you know? That's kind of what it feels like. It's like everyone sees that this injustice has happened and everyone's just waiting to see what they're gonna do next, you know? So it's like keep everyone guessing. Stay focused on what you want to achieve, because the energy to achieve it is here and it's in the palm of your hand. So be thoughtful and discriminating about how you spend the energy.